Hello Gemini, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. If you want something that is meant for your exact energy, I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. We are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to assist in this reading today, to help bring forth the messages that need to be heard the very most, and to help them find those who need to hear them. So let's take a look and see what is going on for you. Got the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're not happy in a situation right now. But I do feel like you have faith that things are going to turn around. It's one of these energies where I do feel like you may see some slow change or some like little changes or minor improvements. And even though it's not the change that you want in order for you guys to be happy in this connection, I feel like it's enough that you're holding on to it. It's enough for you to hold on. You have the Three of Swords. So yeah, I do feel like you are hurting here. I feel like there's been a lot of hurt in this. And maybe that's on both sides. But there is still something about it that keeps you here. And like I said, I feel like maybe it's those little changes. You notice some small things, right? I also feel like it could just be that, there's how do I want to put that? There's an additional factor of you feeling like there's something about this person that is meant for you, right? That there's an energy of, divine here. You have the Eight of Cups in the reverse here as well. Like reconnecting to a person, returning to a person. They could be returning to you or trying, reconnecting with you. I feel like you're trying to reconnect with somebody here. But there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be, there's a lot here to unpack. There's a lot to work through here. Let's take a look at their energy towards you. Show me this person's energy towards Gemini, please. What is their energy towards Gemini? Show me this person's energy towards Gemini, please. Yeah, there's that Five of Pentacles in the reverse, that reconnection, returning energy. So somebody could be trying to reconnect with you or return to you here. You could want that as well. I feel like there has been a lot. I feel like this person has caused you a lot of pain. There's been a lot of unhappiness here. And you don't see enough of the big changes for you to feel confident, But you do have faith here. They know that you're skeptical about them. They know that you don't trust them here. They could feel like you've had eyes on them. That could create a lot of distrust as well. So they feel like you're like, I don't know if it's like they feel like you're spying on them, or maybe it's just that they feel like you're very skeptical about them here. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. I think this person has a hard time connecting with people on a deep and emotional level, being vulnerable, opening up to love. And they could be skeptical about doing that here, because of how how much pain, how much I get that Ten of Wands energy, how much there is here, how much has happened between the two of you, how much you guys have been through. And it's almost like when things are difficult, they want to close off. When things are difficult, they're like, this is why I don't open up to people. This is why I don't get close to people. That's kind of the energy I feel. But yet they still feel pulled back to you here. Eight of Cups reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Cups, they could feel very They can feel very overwhelmed. Like I said, I feel like they feel very strongly like you don't trust them. And that, you know, maybe that is from the past, especially if this person has done things in the past, Gemini, to break your trust. It can be very hard moving forward because they feel like they feel like you never believe them there, or they feel like they're like, you know what I'm trying to say here? The Magician. They don't know they don't know what to do to get you to trust them again, or to get you to be able to believe them. And the Tower. 5 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like they don't want to argue. They don't want to fight. And it's like when somebody does break your trust, and when somebody has hurt you like this, it is very difficult to just get over it, you know? And I kind of feel like that here, almost, where this person has done things in the past to break your trust. But now if you bring it up, or you're feeling distrusting of them, you know, they get very like defensive, and it kind of is like, oh, well, you don't trust me, and this is why this isn't going to work, and it just always turns into a fight. That's what this feels like to me. And I do feel like you have seen some small changes within this person, but not enough that you can trust them. I feel like that's where the energy is. It's like it's not quite enough that you can fully trust this person to be able to let some of this stuff go, or to not feel the way that you do, or to feel secure in the connection. And I think you're trying to be patient, and you really do feel like in time, maybe I will be able to feel like that. Maybe I will be able to trust them. But I do feel like there's been a lot of hurt here. So like I said, I feel like this person's tired of the fighting, the arguing, and every time that you guys do, you know, they just feel like, okay, well, this is why it doesn't work between us, or this is why you know, I don't want to be in a relationship, or that's kind of the energy I feel. You have friends. Some of them could have friends, you know, that they go out with, or they are around, that are maybe not the best influences on them. You know, they could be saying, you know what, maybe we should just be friends because I don't want a relationship. Every time we try to have a relationship, you know, you don't trust me, and it always ends into a fight. I do kind of feel like this, you know, it's very difficult, because if they genuinely are trying, you know, I can see that it can be very hard to constantly have the past, you know, put back into your face. That being said, there are consequences for our actions, right? One of the consequences for lying or stepping out, things like that, is that it creates distrust. So sometimes we do have to just be willing to deal with the consequences. I mean, it takes a lot on both sides. Lessons. There's a lot of lessons that are being learned here for you and from them. And trust. It's going to take time to rebuild this trust, and both people have to learn their lessons in order to do that. And with this friends energy, when I put it down, I heard foundations. And like, I almost wanted to say foundations instead of friends. And maybe that's what it's saying here, you know, is needing to get back to the basics, right? To the foundations of the relationship, which is honesty, communication, trust. We have bird perched, waiting for news, a package, or a letter. So you could be waiting to receive some information. I just heard proof. Some of you guys are waiting for proof in a situation, like waiting to have some proof in order to confront something here. Others of you guys are just waiting for communication, especially if you guys had like some kind of falling out or argument here. If you're out of communication, you could be waiting for communication here. And boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. Yeah, it's going to be work on both parts. You know, it is going to take some compassion. It's going to take willingness. These situations are just never easy. Now, keep in mind, guys, that these are not permanent outcomes. These are just where the energy lies for about the next week. But that is what I have for you guys. Now, if this resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, Patreon, or my tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys for being here and for supporting me, and I will see you soon.